right now on 15 News Now.
I'll let you know what your Friday forecast is shaping up to be like, plus staying safe at local beaches. Also, 4 appointments have been made to NFCC, and police are searching for a missing teen. 15 News Now starts right now.
Coverage you can count on. 15 News Now starts now.
Scallop season is now upon us, and along with it, summer vacation and the 4th of July weekend. The Florida Department of Health in Taylor County wants everyone to have a great time and be safe doing it. Thank you for joining us on 15 News Now. I'm Dustin Kopp. Our top story on 15 News Now, Taylor County Health Department Director of Nursing Trish Buehler says the beaches in Taylor County are safe. Trish explains how to keep safe when going to the beaches.
If most people have any kind of cuts or scrapes or open sores, we recommend covering them up with a bandage, keeping them clean, warm soapy water. If they do go into the ocean or the Gulf, because it is salt water, to rinse them off as soon as they get out. Watch for infection, redness. If they do see any type of infection or illness, we recommend going immediately to their primary care doctor and seeking treatment.
From August of 2002 to 2011, the Health Department conducted weekly coastal beach water monitoring at 4 different sites, including Deckel Beach, Keaton Beach, Cedar Island, and Hagen's Cove, as a part of the Florida Healthy Beaches Water Quality Program. Due to Taylor County's low population and low development, its beaches receive low usage in comparison to other parts of the state. For questions, contact the Florida Department of Health in Taylor County at 850-584-5087, extension 157. Prosecutors are winding down their case in George Zimmerman's murder trial after presenting evidence and testimony aimed at refuting the former Neighborhood Watch volunteer's claim he was acting in self-defense when he fatally shot Trayvon Martin. Forensic experts testified Wednesday that Martin's DNA was not found on the grip of Zimmerman's gun, and that Zimmerman's DNA was not found under Martin's fingernails. Prosecutors are expected to rest their case Friday, a day after jurors return from 4th of July holiday. It is still to be seen if they will call Martin's parents to the witness stand. A Florida State forester will lead the investigation into the deaths of 19 firefighters who died in Arizona this week. Jim Carrolls was named as the lead investigator Wednesday. He is in charge with reviewing the Garnell Hill fire that killed members of the Granite Mountain Hotshots. Violent wind gusts on Sunday turned what was believed to be a relatively manageable lightning-ignited forest fire into a death trap that left no escape for the team. Carrolls was appointed Florida State Forester in 2008. He served 4 fire seasons with the U.S. Forest Service and is the committee chairman of the National Association of State Foresters Wildfire. Tropical storm Delilah is weakening fast as it drifts westward in the Pacific away from Mexico's coast. Delilah's maximum sustained winds late Wednesday were 60 miles per hour. Delilah is centered about 285 miles west-southwest of Manzanillo, Mexico, and was moving westward at about 5 miles per hour. Weakening of the storm is forecasted during the next 48 hours. Temperatures this evening definitely on the warm side throughout the Big Bend, maybe seeing some showers and thunderstorms as well. 80 degrees at 7 p.m. When it starts getting dark, it's maybe some rain out there, so seeing fireworks may be a little damp for you. 78 degrees at 9 p.m. and by midnight we'll have a temperature of 77. I'll have more details on your Storm Tracker weather forecast that includes your Friday forecast coming up in just a little bit. When we come back, 4 appointments have been made to NFCC. That story coming up only on 15 News Now.
I needed coverage that I could afford, so I called ICANN.
When I lost my job, I needed health benefits from my family, so I called ICANN.
With my history, I couldn't get health insurance, so I called ICANN.
Going without health insurance? One call can change it all. Rates too high? You've been turned down, or just need to save money. ICANN has plans to meet your needs, no matter your income. We have plans that include coverage for doctor visits, prescriptions, hospital stays, surgery, emergency room visits, and the list goes on. But wait, there's more. ICANN has programs that connect you with licensed doctors round the clock from wherever you are. And as a special bonus, if you call right now, we'll send you a no-cost, no-obligation Humana prescription drug savings card just for calling.
That's a savings of up to 50% off your prescriptions at 54,000 participating pharmacies nationwide.
You're watching 15 News Now with Fred Dawkins and Dustin Kopp. 15 News Now continues.
On Wednesday, Governor Rick Scott announced 4 appointments to North Florida Community College District Board of Trustees. To see the new members, visit our website, WSFD15.com. The appointments are subject to confirmation by the Florida Senate. An American schooner carrying 7 people that's missing in the South Pacific sent an undelivered text message about a month ago saying its sails were shredded and it was traveling at 4 knots. New Zealand's Rescue Coordination Center released the last known message from the Nina Thursday after seeking it from a satellite phone company in Tritium and the U.S. State Department. Authorities believe the Nina likely sank in the storm that day, but have continued an aerial search. Aboard the boat were American skipper 58-year-old David Dyche and his wife 60-year-old Rosemary and son 17-year-old David. Also aboard were 73-year-old Evi Namath and 2 more Americans as well as a British man. Law enforcement agencies around Florida are strongly warning people not to celebrate the 4th of July by firing guns into the air. Also, the mother of a teen struck by a celebratory gunfire on New Year's Eve in 2011 held a news conference on Wednesday to promote her nonprofit group called Bullet Free Sky. The idea to create the group came to Sandy Duran hours after her son was shot. He recovered after months of hospitalization and therapy. 7 people, including a South Florida physician, are facing federal charges in this latest bust of an alleged pill mill that authorities say illegally dispensed the powerful painkiller oxycodone, and other drugs. U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration agents and local police on Wednesday raided the offices of intercoastal medical groups in Fort Lauderdale. Among those charged in the 20-count indictment are the business owner, 43-year-old Jason Boyd of Davie, and Dr. Vijay Chowdhury of Boca Raton. Up next, police are searching for a missing teen. 15 News Now. We'll be right back.
Health insurance update. This just in for all uninsured Americans with or without pre-existing conditions. The recent health care bill will not take effect until at least 2014, leaving families and individuals lacking health insurance with no immediate solution to their concerns. Meanwhile, medical problems continue to be the #1 cause of bankruptcies. Here's the good news. A health insurance hotline has been established to provide affordable health insurance for all uninsured Americans, and yes, uninsured Americans with pre-existing conditions. Call the number on your screen now, and in less than 10 minutes, you could receive a choice of affordable plans from the Hotline Network. This is not a discount card. You will have access to doctors, hospitals, dental care, infant care, and emergency services. Call the Health Insurance Hotline now and get you and your family covered today.
Call 800-794-0825. That's 800-794-0825. Call now.
Welcome back. The Tallahassee Police Department needs your help in locating 17-year-old Tristan Dedman. Dedman is 5'6" with short brown hair and blue eyes. Dedman was last seen on Tuesday afternoon near the Roberts Avenue area, dressed in a black shirt and blue denim shorts. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Dedman, you're asked to contact the Tallahassee Police Department at 850-891-4200. Texas A&M University scientists have scattered hundreds of bright yellow cards on the Gulf of Mexico to learn more about ocean currents. A university statement Wednesday says more than 1,000 of the marine plywood cards have been tossed onto the bounding main. Another 2,000 to 3,000 will be released by summer's end, with plans for about 5,000 eventually be distributed. Officials say 2 people have drowned in an incident involving rip currents at Brunswick County beaches. 72-year-old William Nicarlo of Palm Beach was pronounced dead at the hospital. Officials say he went under the surf off Ocean Isle Beach. Now, Carlos' son made it to shore and was taken to a hospital for treatment. Also, 54-year-old Mitchell McLean of Wilkesboro was pronounced dead at a hospital after being pulled from the surf at Sunset Beach. 2 other people were also injured at Sunset Beach. Their conditions aren't known. When we come back, I'll have your latest Storm Tracker weather forecast. We'll be right back.
Mom! Mom! Mom? Oh, no.
This mom was lucky that her daughter happened to stop by. Can your mom or dad reach a phone in such an emergency? The solution is Life Alert. Life Alert saves a life from a catastrophe every 11 minutes.
Linda, thank you for finding Life Alert for me. I feel much safer having it.
Whenever my mother needed help, Life Alert was there.
Because of Life Alert, my mother's life was saved.
Life Alert definitely saved my mother-in-law's life that day. There's no doubt about it.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-821-5206. That's 1-800-821-5206. Call now, 1-800-821-5206. For a free brochure, call 1-800-821-5206. 1-800-821-5206.
Here is your Storm Tracker forecast.
And welcome back. Cloudy skies out there right now and a current temperature of 81 degrees, so definitely on the warm side. 85 is our current feels like temperature, so we have a little bit of a heat index. Dew point right now at 72 with 73% humidity and a south-southwest wind at 8 miles per hour. Throughout the area, we will be seeing a flash flood watch in effect through Friday morning. Thunderstorms heavy at times, and it looks like temperatures are going to still be on the hot side throughout the Big Bend. Like I said, those heavy thunderstorms over the area. We're also seeing showers and thunderstorms through most of Florida, but isolated in nature. We will be seeing hot times as well. Forecast if you're going out and about this evening to see fireworks, possibly on the wet side, 80 degrees at 7 p.m., 78 by 9. By midnight, a temperature of 77. So possibly a damp evening in store for firework viewing. For tonight, low around 72. Thunderstorms likely, east wind 5 to 10. For tomorrow, another warm day, about 87 here in Perry, but surrounding areas into the lower 90s. Isolated thunderstorms and a southeast wind 5 to 10. Looking ahead the next several days, we are seeing temperatures continue to be on the warm side. Thunderstorms likely on your Saturday, 89 degrees, 89 and isolated thunderstorms on Sunday. Monday and Tuesday near that 90-degree mark with isolated thunderstorms, and a good chance of thunderstorms on Wednesday, high of 89. A little bit cooler on Thursday with scattered thunderstorms and a high of 84. Don't forget to get the latest weather information on our website by visiting WSFD15.com.
I'm Stacey Johnson. Tired of earning next to nothing on your savings? Maybe you've considered alternatives like stocks. Too risky? Now do you see what's just ahead on Money Talks News?
I can't travel. I can't sit for very long. I can't stand for very long. I can't sleep. It's difficult to find any joy. It's unbelievable how just a few months of taking Nopalea, how it's changed my life, how much better I feel. You just get a total appreciation, new appreciation for life that I haven't had in so long.
With over 8 million bottles of Nopalea sold, we know it will work for you. Pick up the phone and call now. Learn how to get your 32-ounce bottle of Nopalea free. You'll also receive the Secret Killer Special Report that talks about the dangers associated with inflammation and an audio CD that explains the science behind the Nopal Superfruit.
I just know it worked, and it helped me, and it'll help you too.
Get on the road to wellness now.
I needed coverage that I could afford, so I called ICANN.
When I lost my job, I needed health benefits from my family, so I called ICANN.
With my history, I couldn't get health insurance, so I called ICANN.
Going without health insurance? One call can change it all. Rates too high? You've been turned down, or just need to save money. ICANN has plans to meet your needs, no matter your income. We have plans that include coverage for doctor visits, prescriptions, hospital stays, surgery, emergency room visits, and the list goes on. But wait, there's more. ICANN has programs that connect you with licensed doctors round the clock from wherever you are. And as a special bonus, if you call right now, we'll send you a no-cost, no-obligation Humana prescription drug savings card just for calling.
That's a savings of up to 50% off your prescriptions at 54,000 participating pharmacies nationwide.
So don't wait. Call ICANN right now.
And welcome back. With interest rates at historic lows, savers are finding it tough to get ahead. Stocks and other investments offer a way to earn more, but for many, they're both risky and complicated. Today, money expert and former stockbroker Stacy Johnson is here to provide some basics to beginning investors.
Interest rates are at historic lows. Great for borrowers, but terrible for savers.
Whether you're living off the interest or just trying to build your savings, earning less than 1% at the bank isn't gonna cut it. So maybe you've thought about stocks, but you think they're too risky. Tell you what, follow a few simple rules, and they may not be as risky as you think.
Rule number 1, don't put money in stocks that you're gonna need within 5 years. This is for long-term savings only. Rule number 2, don't put too much in stocks. Here's a guide. Take your age from 100 and put no more than that percentage of your long-term savings into stocks. So if you're 25, 100 minus 25 equals 75% in stocks. If you're 75, you'd only use stocks for 25% of your savings.
The idea here is that the younger you are, the more risk you can take. But remember, this is just a rule of thumb. Don't ever invest more in stocks than you're comfortable with. If you're feeling nervous, well, you've got too much in stocks.
Rule number 3, don't invest in individual stocks. Use low-cost mutual funds or exchange-traded funds, also known as ETFs, to buy into a big basket of stocks instead. Rule number 4, don't try to time the market. It won't work. Instead, buy at regular intervals, like monthly, no matter what the market's doing. This is called dollar cost averaging, and it'll work for you.
And one final rule. If you want to earn, you gotta learn. The stock market isn't rocket science, but it's not as simple as investing in a bank either. So go out there and do some research. There's plenty of free information around, including right here at our website, moneytalksnews.com. Just do a search for investing. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
As Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, WSFD15.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu. Have you ever played with the black snake? It's a firework. When lit, it smokes and creates ash resembling a snake. Our science guy, Jason Lindsay with Hooked on Science, shows us how to create one by using a few ingredients from around the house.
Looking for some 4th of July science experiments? How about creating your own black snake? Many of us have played with them before, and you can create your own by using a few ingredients from around the house. Over here you can see the fire and you can see the black snake oozing from these ingredients. I have sand, baking soda, isopropyl alcohol, and sugar. You can get the exact details on how to make this experiment by going to our website. That's hookedonscience.org. But why is it doing what it's doing? Well, basically, when the baking soda is heated to a specific temperature, carbon dioxide gas is released. The pressure created by the release of the carbon dioxide gas forces the snake up and causes it to grow, at least makes it look like it's growing. The black color you see right there, well, basically that comes from the sugar caramelizing. You can get the details on this experiment and many others by going to our website, hookedonscience.org.
Go to WSFD15.com and click on the Hooked on Science link under the Lifestyle menu for this experiment and others that might keep you and your family hooked on science.
Mom! Mom! Mom? Oh.
This mom was lucky that her daughter happened to stop by. Can your mom or dad reach a phone in such an emergency? The solution is Life Alert. Life Alert saves a life from a catastrophe every 11 minutes.
Linda, thank you for finding Life Alert for me. I feel much safer having it.
Whenever my mother needed help, Life Alert was there.
Because of Life Alert, my mother's life was saved.
Life Alert definitely saved my mother-in-law's life that day. There's no doubt about it.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-821-5206. That's 1-800-821-5206. Call now, 1-800-821-5206. For a free brochure, call 1-800-821-5206. 1-800-821-5206.
I needed coverage that I could afford, so I called ICANN.
When I lost my job, I needed health benefits from my family. So I called ICANN.
With my history, I couldn't get health insurance, so I called ICANN.
Going without health insurance? One call can change it all. Rates too high? You've been turned down, or just need to save money. ICANN has plans to meet your needs, no matter your income. We have plans that include coverage for doctor visits, prescriptions, hospital stays, surgery, emergency room visits, and the list goes on. But wait, there's more. ICANN has programs that connect you with licensed doctors round the clock from wherever you are. And as a special bonus, if you call right now, we'll send you a no-cost, no-obligation Humana prescription drug savings card just for calling.
That's a savings of up to 50% off your prescriptions at 54,000 participating pharmacies nationwide.
So don't wait. Call ICANN right now.
The number of Americans on gluten-free diets is at an all-time high. Some people choose to avoid gluten. Others have a condition known as celiac disease, which means they must avoid it. Clark Powell has more.
Having celiac disease means 6-year-old Libby Berg has to avoid gluten. Naturally, it's found in grains like wheat, barley, and rye, but as a partial ingredient, it's in tens of thousands of products, and even trace amounts can damage Libby's digestive tract. Avoiding it isn't always easy, but for Libby, it's necessary.
It's kind of a heavy load at 6 to think about what every time you eat something, you know, and she doesn't seem bogged down by it, but, you know, we are.
Having a gluten intolerance means the Bergs have to be careful, but it doesn't mean missing out on things like backyard barbecues. In fact, there are easy ways to make sure your gluten-free guests are safe this summer.
A lot of the meats that you cook, as well as vegetables and fruit on a grill, would be gluten-free. It's just what you add to it.
Mary Kay Sherrod is a registered dietitian with Nationwide Children's Hospital. She says the biggest cookout threat is cross-contamination. For example, these patties might look identical, but the one on the left was marinated in products with gluten. So it's important they're separated every step of the way.
If you use a spatula to flip one and you make a mistake and use the spatula to flip the gluten-free, that also could be carrying cross-contamination back and forth. So you do have to be careful with that.
It might surprise you to know that heat will not kill a gluten contaminant, so the grill either has to be cleaned or meat cooked in foil. As for sides, there are plenty of traditional dishes that are safe.
Fruit salad is usually gluten-free, baked beans, and fresh veggies are usually gluten-free. Most salad dressings are gluten-free, but that's easy to look at the label.
And with a little planning, it's easy to make sure your guests are safe and satisfied. At Nationwide Children's Hospital, this is Clark Powell reporting.
Another tip, make sure you don't share serving utensils. Even the slightest amount of gluten could cause a reaction in those with celiac disease. We'll be right back. And that does it for 15 News Now. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you join us back for 15 News Now next time. Don't forget you can stay connected with us by visiting our website. That's WSFD15.com. We'll see you next time.
When you see news happening in your area, let us know about it. You can call our news department at 573-701-9590 or email us at news@DawkinsBroadcastGroup.com.